teleporting? Yeah, I don't know where West is.
Damn, it's crazy how I stole that COVID relief
She
money.
did say that she was probably going to be late, so I'm not gonna, like,
I
be
will.
too on her. Okay, yeah. As long as somebody's reaching out to her. But in the meantime, while you're reaching out to her, would anybody like to give a recap for point of inspiration?
We won.
We won.
I'll take my inspiration, please.
You're gonna have to give me a little more than
We
that.
win.
We won really good.
I think the session started with us behind the Hans house talking to, which is now the official name of the stables.
It is.
Like, it is the stables, but the stables are named the Hans house after the Hans family who owns it, obviously.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
You're more than welcome to try.
Don't.
But in the meantime, we met some urgent. We being Ciaran, Avon, Shivers, and who else was with us? I believe Jasminder was with us. Slowly coming out of a few hours days where she wasn't really sure what was happening.
She was lucid as fuck.
So we made our way over to the back of the stables where we met with some urchins who, if I remember correctly, hadn't seen anything except for the jackals in town being very, very tight with the faction, I guess, to call them something, that had come into town. That's been hired by the Baroness. So having no real leads on what had happened to our friends, we returned to the tavern, the watering hole, so Ciaran and Jasminder could have a look around, see if there was anything that Avon and Shivers had missed. Ciaran found that the room that the Half-Lights were sharing was almost too well put together. Like, everything was exactly where it should be, which isn't really the Half-Light style. So after essentially tossing the place, it kind of came to light that that there was some sort of scuffle before the Half-Lights were taken. Then when we did the same in the room that everybody else was in, they don't really have a nice, easy group name. We found tracks leading to the window, and it was very, very obvious that somebody had been taken through the window. So, realizing that the brothel kind of had a point of view on that window, we decided to go over and investigate. Well, speaking to the madam of the house, she said that while she didn't see anything, a couple of her workers might have. And as we were going to talk to them, some members of that faction, namely a bunch of demons, for lack of a better word, were harassing some of the brothel staff. After Avon, and to a lesser extent Ciaran, tried to solve the hassle non-violently, the demons decided that peace was never an option. They killed one of the workers for no reason, and in return, we killed all of them. After things had calmed down a little bit, we did wind up speaking to the girl who had seen a group of figures roughly matching the descriptions of Sabine, Victory, now Jubilee, and a couple of people we don't know dragging the bodies of Red and Victus to underground cavern that Ciaran was relatively familiar with. We went to investigate said underground cavern, where eventually we came upon Sabine with a group of the green people.
Viridian Society.
Viridian Society.
It's not green people.
We could
I
be,
mean-
we could have a gun held to all of our heads, and if the person holding it said, "Jeff, savor what's the green knowledge people in Shatterlands? You got to get it first try in the next 5 seconds." I'm just gonna tell mine.
I do throw a lot of factions at you guys.
There are
Every
just
organization name, and it's everybody who does it. It's not just Chad.
I remember in name details names like poor Vera, wonderful woman. You'll notice I said the madam because nope, not for a second was her name in my head. But the Viridian Society, we eventually caught up with Sabine and the Viridian Society. Sabine introduced us to 2 members of the Viridian Society. I believe both were elven in
Yes.
appearance.
Callan
one,
and Patch.
Callan, not Kalen. I don't know why I almost said Kalen. Callan and Patch. Patch being the patcher who had been helping fix up the unconscious half dragons, for lack of a better term, in Victus and Red. Ciaran pulled Sabine aside to ask her if she really trusted these guys. She said yes, but not entirely, and that in her opinion we should keep the seed to ourselves for now. But that's kind of where we left off, with Patch bringing us to go see Victus, Red, and Jubilee.
Yeah, well, Jubilee was like with the main group. She was just kind of quiet, because there were a lot of NPCs
Yes,
in the
that's
room.
right.
But yeah,
I
if
think
you
I
guys
did
wanted
forget
to go
that
see them,
Cassidy checked on Jubilee. when
She
we got
did.
there.
But yeah, it isn't far. You can see Patch is actually like probably coordinated. Well, I think actually they would explain as like they walk you guys to like the little clinic area that so the setup is somewhat recent. We've actually sort of, well, banded together. I'm not officially part of the Viridian Society. I'm somewhat new. They've been in the city for a little while, but there are a few groups of us that have just been kind of unhappy with how things have been. So we've been trying to band together and build something better. But it's hard to find a good meeting spot where we wouldn't be noticed by certain parties in this city. So we've kind of set up camp here, and it happens to be really close to my clinic, which is just over here. And you can see they like go up a ladder and like open a trap door, and like you guys can follow. And it's just like a nice little like back room to like Patrick clinic.
So his clinic is right above an entrance to the tunnels.
Yes.
How'd you find out about that?
Well, it wasn't originally connected to my clinic, but after we sort of made these connections and started figuring this out, I actually had a request that we got it built so that it would make it easier to get people help, like, to the clinic if people got hurt for whatever reason, or if people needed well, just whatever kind of healthcare stuff they would want for whatever reason without attracting notice of other people in the street. So,
Yeah, and how'd you guys find out about down there?
oh, you're asking Patch or Callan?
Callan.
Callan.
Because Patch said he's new.
Yeah, I'm actually an agent of the Viridian Society. I was the one who reached out to Patch.
Yeah, how did the Viridian Society find out about the tunnels?
We had contacts throughout the city, and as the presence of the jackals kind of tightened up and got a little more intense, we started banding together with some of the lower folks in society. The Thieves Guild, I mean, they usually use these tunnels, but we've reached an arrangement with them.
they still active?
Not as much as they were. Truth be told, times are kind of hard on everyone right now, with how much the Baroness has cracked down on everything. It's the jackals that have cracked down, but, I mean, we all know who's behind it. Which,
This was a nod.
we can inform you guys more about the situation, which I'm sure you've seen some parts of, but things have been not good here, and it's been getting worse. Calling in this group or whatever whoever these people are, was all but an act of war. Patch leads
Kind of nods solemnly.
Patch leads you guys up into the clinic. Or you guys are in the clinic now, and in the like side room, you see the windows have been kind of closed up, blacked out, with curtains. Red and Victos laid up in the two beds. Sorry, and the Patch speaks up. Sorry, your friends haven't really woken up yet. Best I can gather is they're in some kind of comatose state. They're really not responding to anything. But, I had some questions, right? Because, like, I'm new to the Viridian Society, but I knew that the Viridian Society worked with some interesting people who have some interesting features, but I didn't realize the nature of some of those people.
Ciaran looks pointedly to Jasminder because these are Jasminder's folks. This is the Viridian Society.
I thought you were looping her in with the half-dragon people, and I was like, that's just incorrect.
I'm so not half dragon. But no, I apologize. Can you repeat? I had to clean out dog ears.
Oh, no, you're good. Patch is just gesturing to the two comatose half-dragons. I knew the Viridian Society worked with some interesting people, but I can't say I've ever seen anybody like your friends here. I want to help them, but I don't even know how to start.
Jasmine just kind of pauses because, you know, she doesn't really know how to help them either. She's also just the first time meeting Half Dragon, so she knows about as much as he does. But if you could just do all you can for them, we'd appreciate it. They'd appreciate it.
Yeah. I think I have a few things that I'm going to try and should kind of give them a jump start out of whatever state they're in. And I will get some questions, but yeah, sorry, it's just weird. They're like, I mean, it looks like they were both, you know, somewhat injured, like maybe a couple weeks ago, which you guys know that only happened a week ago. And I mean, most of their wounds have healed okay, but yeah, just interesting individuals.
Jasminder's kind of looking at Ciaran now because, like, do we say what happened? Do we tell them?
So there are things about them that they deserve to keep to themselves unless they're willing to share. Patches?
Patch.
Sorry. There are things about them that are personal to them that
Understand.
they're just make them as comfortable as possible, I would say, and You said something about jump starting them, quote unquote.
Yeah, I've got a few different medicines that I've been. Sorry, I should give myself more of an introduction. I am a patcher, yes, but I'm also working in some experimental medicines. I, um, well, I was actually originally from Cadron, and then I actually worked a little while in EMEA with the Mage College before the world went to shit. And everybody relied on magical healing, but
Damn, your ass is old, bro.
I always kind of had an interest in what if there were other types of healing? What if there were potions that didn't rely on magic to heal somebody? What if there were poultices that could just like help close a wound? Uh, Things like that. So I have still been developing those. It's actually made a little, well, not easier with the lack of magic, because it's also come with the lack of resources. But uh, yes, I have a few different medicines I might be able to try.
Oh, I'll leave the decision to you, but because you have more hands-on training. Looks around the party. It's just like I would either hold off on anything experimental with them, or whatever you're planning on giving them, double the dose you would normally give a regular person.
To they like reach into the pouch and like make a couple notes on a little notepad. Right. All right. Can manage that.
Also, if you ever need anything field tested, we get messed up a lot. And he motions down to his leg that he's been kind of limping on since it healed.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I got caught up in everything. Do you guys need medicine? Some of you look like you're in kind of rough shape, and I literally have my clinic right here.
I'm actually okay in the overall, like in D&D mechanics. Ciaran's doing okay, but anybody else needs anything?
I don't remember. No, Jasminder got hit. She did.
Shivers will shake his head. He is untouched.
I really don't remember how hurt she got, so she could probably look beat up as fuck, but she's going to decline any assistance.
They look to Avon.
I'll be fine once I get a chance to sleep on it.
Right. Which we wouldn't want to keep you. But if you guys had any questions for us, we should actually probably head down in the tunnels for now if we're gonna discuss business. I'm sure you guys have questions, or if you don't, we can provide what information you might need. And Callan is just like, kind of looks done with their shit, and is just like already heading back into the tunnels.
Shivers isn't far behind. It's action time. I like Patches though. Patch is cool. Actually,
That is cool.
before we go back into the tunnels, Shivers will just say to Patch, if they do wake up and we're not here, you should probably tell them immediately that we and you are on the same side.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they probably wouldn't. They don't know me. Good plan.
And then he'll just go. It's
Well, and Ciaran's gonna say this while staring directly at Sabine. Well, Sabine's gonna be with them to help out around here the entire time until we figure this out, right?
And just watches her eyes narrow in defiance. They don't need babysat. This is Sabine saying this.
And what were you planning on doing while we dealt with dozens of demons, potential warlord, and gang that's trumped up like they're the City Watch?
Look, I might not be able to fight, but I can gather information. I can be a runner through the city, and I think other people would be upset by this. I think if they knew that there were like other people were upset, I think they could band together. Could build a connection network of other people who were also upset. Get people who might be, well, I don't know if they're endangered yet. They haven't done anything. They've just been like really creepy. And like kind of intimidating.
I mean, these are very dangerous people. There's a reason we look like this.
Yeah, I
The
didn't
devil's
want
with
to.
Sabine.
I know, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to make the assumption that they were all bad.
And I understand that. That's good. That's very good. Keep that. We know. And he points to... Can't believe he's doing this. He points to Jubilee. Is like, we know not all devils are bad. And even the ones that were are capable of changing.
Jubilee looks over at you with like the most what the fuck expression.
But these people are very dangerous. If you go out, you're going to have to be very careful. And you're going to have to be armed, okay?
To be nods.
That's still a really big if.
And you're gonna have to do it when I'm not looking.
All right. But and Jubilee looks over, and it still looks like has the most like gobsmacked, like confused looking expression. Did someone hit you over the head while you were out, like really
No.
hard?
No, but they stabbed me really good.
Oh, so you've got a lot of blood loss. Okay, that explains it.
He's right. Shiver says that while he's climbing down the ladder.
Yeah, no, I assume this conversation is
Yeah, you guys are-
happening while we're walking back to the little safe room.
Yeah, you walk and talk, and turns to Shivers with another what the fuck look.
He's right. That's what I'm saying.
Cassidy, we're bothering your girlfriend.
So, yeah, we're bothering you.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, they're. Oh, hi, Wes.
Who?
Kieran said. The group went to the clinic to see Red and Victos. They are now heading back to the little safe room, and Kieran said that it was good for Sabine to assume not all the devils were bad because they knew a devil, or they knew like half devils that weren't that bad, and he literally like gestured to Jubilee, and Jubilee is like, ugh, like made it like disgusted what the fuck face, and is like, did you get hit over the head? And Shivers is also doubling down, and
I was gonna say if that scene has
It's-
not already come to
Currently,
pass.
it is
currently
ongoing.
happening.
Okay, perfect. Because Cassidy absolutely at hearing that is going to move over and wrap an arm around Victory, and he's like, I mean, they're right, Jubilee. Look at you, just all the sunshine and all niceties, aren't you?
She makes a disgusted noise. Ugh.
Look at you. I mean, we even have matching hats.
Just deadpan, like frown. Her arms are crossed over her chest. She looks so upset about it.
I mean, the lady does not protest at all, so I guess we're spot on.
I don't appreciate being mocked.
Who said I was mocking?
You didn't have to say it. It was implied.
Anything. Anyway. Callie.
Jubilee, you don't know me well at all. I'm not mocking, believe me. If I was, you'd know.
Eyes narrow as Callan turns to Ciaran.
Oh, can we say we made it back to that little room that we were originally in? That you said Ciaran was kind of familiar with as like a Thieves Guild kind of hideaway?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
He's gonna gesture to the map. And, just be like, if you were a Jackal agent and you were tasked with storing 3 runaway jackals, where in the city would you take them?
Probably take them uptown a ways, but I would wait. I feel bad asking you guys to wait, but we currently have a few runners out in the city trying to gather information. If things are going amiss, then what's happening and where are they going? I don't know exactly where your friends might be, but I have a feeling it might not be in this city or even with the jackals, because the jackals, as far as we can tell, are getting friendly with this this group. We're still trying to get information. I'm sorry, I can't offer more than that right now.
I don't disagree with Sabine that there might be people in the town who are upset by by Crookstone's little occupation under this group. So, why don't we bring this to the Baroness? We go back to the brothel, get the body of that poor girl, and dump her at the feet of the Baroness and have her explain to at least us why this is necessary.
Maybe we do something that doesn't involve putting the dead girl's body on display and making a point out of it.
Should
I'd
be
also-
bringing it to a temple or something for burial.
I'd also like to play a little bit of devil's advocate. I know, maybe too soon, but seems like this Baroness already has a deal going with these devils, so bringing it straight to her attention, I have a feeling that's just serving us on a silver platter to her. Now, that being said, Baroness strikes me as someone who, even if she seems to be quite happy with that little palace she's got up there on the tippity top of the mountain, she also does seem to not really like it when everyone's talking bad about her. And rumors spreading about how her very professional investigators that she's hired are killing prostitutes in the town and causing a ruckus suddenly spreading like wildfire. That's a little hard to ignore for someone whose pride might be as wide as that range up there.
It's not a bad idea.
Callan speaks up. One of you spoke of looking for a temple?
Points to Avon.
Yeah, I mean, they deserve better than sitting on a brothel floor until someone decides to go take care of it, but I also want to go speak to the night captain. I think he can maybe be turned against the Baroness in this.
If you can manage to turn someone of that kind of influence, that would be incredibly helpful.
We're supposed to be here to protect people, and there are people down there that need protecting. And I don't understand why he's standing at the Baroness's side instead.
One that I could answer, but as far as temples go, there's one to Perdita, and there's also one to Zithis. Take your pick. I'm not sure which one would suit your needs, but
I'll ask the lady at the brothel if she had a preference.
of course. Then you guys hear footsteps approaching in the direction that you guys came from.
His head slowly goes to his bow, just to be safe.
Ciaran isn't subtle about it. It's just, it's a great sword. You can't really,
I'm not just gonna post up in the hallway, but
Girl, post up in the hallway.
I'm not posted up.
Oh my god.
Around the corner comes a dwarven man in plain clothes, like commoner clothes. You can see he's got a big thick blonde beard that's like braided, shorter cropped blonde hair. One of his eyes actually looks like it's missing. He's got a pretty scarred face, piercings, and he looks a little out of breath.
He looks so cool.
I love this man.
Torbjorn?
No! Fuck
Okay,
you!
you meant Reinhardt, but yes.
Fuck.
I would like to point out in this moment, this literally is just fan art of Reinhardt.
It's not. But no, he is a little out of breath as he approaches, and Callan seems to perk up with recognition as he nods to the dwarven individual. Fulgrim, what are you doing here? Why are you out of breath? What's going on? And the dwarven man takes a deep breath. They're taken, folk. Saw it. A couple people started mouthing off to some jackals. Probably drunk, but I saw them get nabbed and taken. Talking around, they're not the only ones. Folks are getting grabbed real quiet, like. We got a fucking problem on our hands. Who are your friends?
Friends.
These are the devils that are taking people?
If I had to hazard a guess, they've never just taken people, just dragged them off into an alley and then they're gone. But the timing with these devils rolling into town, I don't think it's a coincidence.
Where'd they take them?
Out of the city. That much at least I've been able to gather. I don't know where,
Probably.
but I've got a few scouts on it now. One of them was
If I had to... Oh, sorry.
one of them was tailing a group that was taking. I supposed it was someone. It was a rather large package. If it wasn't, but it's out of the city. And if it's devils taking folks, which I really think it is, they're probably taken to Amia, down to the docks. It's the only way they could have gotten over here if this is a group linked to what I think it is. But I need more information.
And what group do you think it is? Severus like looks around like you're just gonna let this name not out.
Domina Auctoritas. Bleh. Auctoritas.
Can you smell it in a sentence?
Yeah. I will spell it out for you guys.
I thought Wes said, "Can you smell it?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, it makes sense. I was like, "What the fuck does it even mean?" Truly esoteric sentence.
You
So-
can really tell a
It's-
person's reputation if you can smell them.
Dominance, auction tortillas.
No.
Any kind of check to have ever heard of these people?
Yes. Go ahead and make history checks. Those of you familiar with, actually, all of you.
I'll give it a shot. Wow, 19.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Avon. Oh,
Can I get an anger check? Can I roll one just to the number
Can I
is
be
the
pissed
number
off?
of that I silently vow to kill in my head?
I don't
sure.
have advantage, so normal.
14.
Apparently my character sheet is somewhere. There it is.
I got a 20 total. I'll turn my camera on in a second because I have my dice set up again. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
dare you?
I'll roll a history check. Let's fucking
Okay,
go.
so,
That's
yep.
what I'm
I
talking
made it up to 19. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
We're
so
good.
Cassidy and Ciaran would both probably have heard the name in passing. It's a group associated with body snatchers. They will kidnap people, smuggle people along the coast, and ship them to EMEA. They're basically collecting just like pure brute, like human force, human body shields, to use in the constant war that they're raging.
about. That's fucked up.
How far out of town are the docks? This is Jeff asking because Kieran would probably know this.
Ciaran would probably know. I'm bringing up my map. So I think it's probably pretty close. It's not as close as I thought. But the inlet that is like connecting, so like the docks, quote unquote, are like an inlet that gradually goes out to the coast, connecting or like runs between, is going to it's going to be probably a few hours on foot to get there. Or no, a little longer actually. A few hours on horseback. Probably about half a day on foot.
So we've got a bunch of body snatchers coming in here with a reputation for stealing people to be used as meat shield, and all of a sudden, out of absolutely nowhere, with no relation at all, we've also got some hired professional investigators that also happen to be devils coming in, and things are going a little crazy. How about that?
We... If they're only a few hours, if the docks are like a half day's ride, they've got a while to go to get there, even if they left hours ago.
I mean,
Could...
how long have your friends been gone?
About 3 or 4 hours, I would guess.
I mean, for a normal person maybe, but if they have any kind of transportation,
Oh, no, I'm talking about your people that have gone, the regular townsfolk.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming our people, I'm sorry, Shivers, are already at the docks. If that's where they've been taken.
But no, this has just happened in the past few hours. Been running around questioning people. It's well, a lot of regular folk who just got on the bad side of the jackals. Through one way or another.
So, Avon, what if we do what you suggest? You get in and do you have a way to get in contact with your general protector? Or, sorry, I'm blanking on his title. It's late.
Knight Commander.
Don't have a particular way, but we just saw him a short time ago with the Baroness, so I'm sure I can track him down.
If you get in contact with him, and we get that poor girl to a temple of Perdita, while we also get word on the street to anybody that will listen that this is happening, then maybe we head to the docks after we've done all of that to see if we can confront them, stop them, do something.
Well, it's gonna be a long night, but let's make it happen.
Well, I'm just putting that forward as a series of events to do. That's like, does that sound good? Is more what I'm going for than anything. Or should we just go right into the tunnels? Should we go right to the Baroness and be like, hey, what the fuck? Or should we...
Considering time is of the essence with all of these issues, I honestly think speaking to the Baroness is going to be a waste of time. It would take too long to try to convince her at the moment. I think we need to work angles that we're a little more confident on and do what we can with our own hands.
Now let me get this straight. How do you get that poor girl's body to a temple, go to the mines, get shit done in there, and then go and find our wayward friend? Is that about right?
I thought it was get that girl to a temple, talk to the Knight Commander, Avon's boss,
Right.
and then go to our friends.
To make
The
it
temple, the Miners Guild can wait, as far as I'm concerned. That's a danger, but it's not like there are people being taken to docks right now.
Sorry, to make it clear, the brothel girls would have spoken about, they were going to take the girl to a temple, I think, if that was discussed beforehand, that they would see to her burial rites and contact the family and everything.
I still think it's worth getting word on the street that this girl was murdered by these devils for the crime of saying no, and that people are being taken.
Yeah, well, maybe what we can do then is while I'm trying to get an audience, we spread out and try to get that word out as best we can, and then we get out to the docks.
Oh, I'm all for spreading terrible rumors around town. I can do that part.
Yeah, if we spread out, we can definitely cover more ground that way.
Cassidy looks all too eager to start spreading shit.
Fulgrim also
Maybe-
nods.
Yeah. Just carefully though, if they are grabbing people and we're spreading inflammatory rumors.
I was about to say the same thing. I don't mind reaching out to... I know several of the miners, people affiliated with the guild. I know a few of the guards that aren't snitches. Reach out to them too. And just start spreading word to the common folk who aren't affiliated with the jackals. Hopefully by then, a few hours, my scouts will have an idea of what you guys might be going against. Or where you guys might be headed.
I do think we should go in pairs. Nobody should be by themselves. Just for safety's sake. So, I'll go with Avon to, because your boss is probably in the upper district somewhere if he was just with the Baroness.
You sure you want to walk back into that place?
Yeah, there might be something for me there as well, but I won't know unless I go. Cassidy, would you mind he stops himself. Sabine, why don't you go with Cassidy?
He looks over.
Cassidy looks over and is grinning.
Sure.
This feels like the best of both worlds for Sabine, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Sabine looks like, okay.
I was gonna say Shivers, but then I really rethought myself.
Shivers would have been fine. I just don't think today would have been good for Shivers. But all I'm saying is any other time would have been fine.
But otherwise, yeah, I just think we should go in groups. I just wanted to make sure that, Sabine, I know you want to help, but I also want you to be safe, and I trust all of these people, so.
Callan, like, kind of speaks up. You need another person. I was planning on doing some recon myself. If there's... he looks to Jasminder. Maybe the more, light on their feet can get an idea around the city and see if we can pick up what they're doing, where their movements are.
Jasminder being put in charge of recon? Do I get to do reconnaissance?
Callan suggested it. Like, that's what he was going to do anyway, but he was like, if we're going in pairs, I guess I'll play nice. Kind of vibe.
Yeah, Jasminder wants to do reconnaissance.
Right, then everybody has their pairs. We'll meet back here, I suppose.
I guess,
I'm sorry, I was sorting out cat shit. Who the fuck am I going with?
I think you're with the dwarf man.
Yeah, both
You're with
both of them like
Honestly-
looks over to Shivers, like,
Honestly,
alright.
the moment Jasminder gets sorted, Shivers full leaves the table, almost grabs this man. Doesn't grab him because that's a disrespectful thing to do. Just turns him around and is like, yeah, let's crack on, mate.
Straight to the point. I can respect that. And he walks right after you.
I need you to ask this man a whole bunch of ridiculous questions. Shivers.
Oh my god!
Like,
don't know
if we're doing
Shivers is in the
split off scenes, I need this man to be baffled by the time
Shivers
he gets
just
back.
learned his whole ass family's about to be human meat shields, bro. I don't know if he's in the mood. We'll see.
That might
We'll
be
keep
a
the- we'll-
later thing.
Shivers is having
Fine.
objectively the worst day.
Shivers is angry. He's pissed off at this. I didn't do it. I should have said I was doing an RP, but Shivers was rubbing his temple the whole time, and I know because I was rubbing my temples the whole time.
Ew.
Literally the whole time. My forehead is so fucking warm.
Oh,
The worst case scenario.
Yeah, it kind of is. Anyway, so we are, y'all, I love you guys. Split the party again in town. Here we go. I,
Jasmine, time.
um, I will say, for each of the groups, we have, Ciaran and Avon, Jasmine and Callan, Shivers and Balgrim, and, Cassidy and Sabine. So that is 4 groups. Um, I,
Oh god.
um, will have.
Welcome to my favorite CW series, Shivers and Ballroom.
um, so I've got each of the 4, or actually, I'll just have you roll initiative. So, Avon or Ciaran, one of you, Jasmine or
Avon, you
Shivers
can
and...
go ahead. I've been talking a lot, and I don't want to go first here. So Avon, you can roll.
We're gonna use my low initiative.
All I was thinking was Jeff said, I've been really taking priority. Nick, why don't you make us go last?
Listen, if I roll a natural 1, it's still a 14.
I understand why. It was just the way it was said.
Like, I just wanted to get my dice, and I was like, wait, no. Wait, no.
Personally, I demand Ballroom roll for our squad. I demand.
You will, okay, I will roll for Ballroom.
I just want to see what Ballroom's rocking. Watch him roll a 21 and I have to pee like shit. Hell yeah, not
14.
first. I'm going to pee.
And then, West, go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Initiative roll. Alright. Woo! 15.
Damn. All right. Pretty good rolls all around.
Going last.
You guys are
It's
still
almost
going
like you
last.
called it.
I also feel like ours is going to take the longest.
It might actually.
Callan is the other Viridian Society dude, right? Or is that Patch?
So
They're
Pat,
both.
Both. Okay.
yeah, both of them are with the Viridian Society. Callan is the kind of more sullen one, with the longer hair. They both have shaved head, or like half shaved. Patch has the short red hair. Callan has like long dark hair, like with a braid. Half of it's pulled back into a bun. Looks more like a traditional like rogue kind of.
I love the sad broken man. Let's get into it.
Broken.
I know you do. But yeah, Callan, I think kind of sets out into the city, and will like look to you as you guys slip out of the tunnels. Kind of, actually, I don't know if he would take you to behind the brothel. I think instead he's gonna take one of the tunnels to come over here. So a little bit into the city. Or into the lower city ways.
Behind the brothel on a first date, Callan? Oh my god.
Oh, test me every day. Every day with this. You guys come up from the tunnels, and I think he'll look over to you as you guys kind of duck into a tunnel. Right. So, Bulger mentioned that they were getting grabbed and taken somewhere. Do you have any particular opinions on where we start with that, or do you want me to take the lead?
Callan's gonna have to take the lead because Jasmine just wasn't even here for that session.
No, he was talking about like literally like 10 minutes ago when Balgrim was like
okay.
reporting in.
Oh. Yeah, Callan can still take the lead.
Okay. Then he'll I think slip into the cover of night. You guys have been going for quite a while now. It is well into like, I will say evening, probably actually just around 10 o'clock. And he does a sweep. You guys do actually come across a patrol of the Dells. So go ahead and roll a stealth check. And I'll roll one for Callan too. I don't have a specific sheet, but well, actually, I can bring up the.
Wait, do I have a thing for this? I believe I have a thing for this. No. We are inside of what I believe would be classified as an underground. But that's also for perception. No, I don't.
Ooh, you rolled an 11, you rolled an 8. Perfect.
Yeah,
Let me just roll some perception for our devil friends. Perception check. Oh, even their passive beats it. Okay, cool. So Callan leads you trying to skirt around this group and try and get an idea of, like, it looks like they might be talking to somebody. But you guys step on, or like somebody accidentally stumbles on the rocks. And the devils very quickly look over and see you. What do, Jasminder, as they look over and see you?
This is a bad person, right?
Yeah, these
Like
are the same. They're dressed in the same armor as the people in the brothel. You can see one of them has a set of horns. The other is just like a hooded, cloaked figure.
Damn, there are two of them?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna try to stunning strike.
You could try to stunning strike both of them. You have multiple attacks.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do then. Stunning strike
them with a
both.
gun.
I
Okay.
don't have those.
All right.
Just shoot them. Just pass it in, bang bang.
Okay. Roll some attacks. I've got their sheets up.
Alright. One of those definitely hit.
Yeah, both of those would hit.
Hell yeah. One for each. And the stunning strike for each of them as well.
All right,
16.
I will
The DC.
roll. It's a con save. What's the DC?
16, because I forgot we were level 8 and not 7.
Oof.
Well,
Okay, so one of them does fail, and you watch as the horned figure like freezes in place, but the armored covered like humanoid shaped
yeah.
person doesn't look like they are at all. They are all affected, and they're going to attack.
Would this question, because I did attack them, is this like an action for me, like a surprise action? Do I get a bonus action and a surprise action?
I think so. I'll just save DM's rule that, yeah, you would get a bonus action.
Okay, period. So then the one that is not stunned is getting Flurry of Blows. Where's my bone cat? Oh, damn, no.
Neither of those hit, unfortunately.
Didn't think they would.
Yeah.
They're on shit. Okay.
Make sure you roll damage though.
Yeah,
You
you.
did hit them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Each. Good to know. Upon getting noticed, Callan is also going to swipe out with short sword towards the one that isn't
So
stunned.
distinctly not a gun.
He crits. Holy shit. And he also, because he has sneak attack. Oh god.
Callan, don't kill him.
Kill him, kill him.
Don't
Oh
kill
shit,
him,
it just
please.
put it in chat. Fuck. Hang on. I gotta roll for his sneak attack because Jesus Christ. What the fuck, Callan?
I don't see shit in chat, but yeah.
Hang on.
Callum didn't come here to fucking play, bro.
No, he didn't. Watch this.
Are y'all seeing shit?
Yeah.
You
I
can't
just
see
saw
all the red
D6.
D6s on the stream?
Rain
I
from the
didn't-
sky.
He fucking crit. I don't know what
Yes,
this
you
man. That's on top of the other damage he did. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
31
Kill
plus
them, bro.
9 plus is 40 damage as this man just stabs the shit. He watches you like react in real time as like the two turn around. You immediately whap whap, and you watch the the devil kind of freeze in place as their like muscles lock into place, and you watch as Callan rushes up to your side and just drives the short sword into the humanoid figure, and it is its turn, and it is going to stab you because you stabbed its friend.
These are nasty stabs. Try to get missed.
I just say natural 20.
I would like for it to miss me, please.
Doesn't work like that.
I request disadvantage.
It doesn't work like that, and because of the blade, or not the blade, but just like their ability, it does twice the damage because you were vulnerable to piercing damage. So that is 22 damage on the first hit. It gets a second attack. 18 to hit.
18 does not. Whoa! Hey! My shit goes up because of my ASI. Man, I'm doing great. 18 does not hit.
Alright.
I'm so happy I actually leveled up my character before this fight.
That's so badass.
Me too. I guess go ahead and attack.
I get to attack it?
Yeah. It's like a 3-person combat right now.
Oh!
Four,
yeah.
but one's stunned.
Well, 4, but one's
until the end of
stunned.
your turn.
I forgot about that.
So you
Get
can
into it.
run. That is an option.
Consider you
I'm
can
not a-
also kill these dudes in the street like the bastards they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not a bitch. I don't know. I'm
And you
not a
also
bitch.
got... One, they're trying to kill you. 2, they're evil. 3, you have a hole like 30 feet behind you. You can just throw them in when you're done. Just putting
like
those
the
options
funniest
out
fucking
there.
shit I think he's ever said the
Um,
entire time that I've known her. I mean, I could, but I'm not a bitch.
That one doesn't work.
No.
But 18.
That hits. The one that's
Cool.
not stunned?
Yeah, the one not stunned.
Okay. Hang on. I have to do math for how much damage this thing's taken.
Enough that it
So-
explodes, like when you kill a guy in Power Rangers.
I'm gonna kill myself, dog.
So it's down to that much health.
Look, it started off as reconnaissance.
It did,
But
but you decided to go fists first. Minus.
Dexterity saving throw. No. I can hold my breath indefinitely. That's
Okay.
great.
Wow.
Is that
And
just your turn?
then bonus action, pop him again.
Okay.
24.
Yep, that hits.
Another
Okay.
And now
That's your turn? Okay. Callan is also going to stab. As you just whap the shit out of this thing. Gets sneak attack
Okay.
if he hits. Which he does not. That was an 8 and a 13 to hit. Actually, technically, with the sheet, he gets 2 attacks, so he's gonna try again.
it's okay, Callan. It happens to
That was a natural 1. He sucks.
happens to us all.
On its turn, it is going to stab you again.
I don't want it.
That is a 24
24 does hit, yeah.
for 16 damage.
I took 22 damage before, right?
Yes.
What's 22 plus 16? Because I don't know math.
38.
30. I'm gonna just count up. 30.
He's gonna throw a stab in for Callan too. And that hits Callan.
Why would you try to?
Well, he didn't have a lot of hit points. He's still standing though. D&D, where anything can happen, and God forbid I think that I know what's going to happen in a session. Your turn, Jasminder. What are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, because it just went.
Okay. We're gonna keep punching. Actually. I'm gonna spend another key point. Flurry of blows. So one, we're gonna
Miss.
go in a row.
Hit. It is dead on the second hit.
Oh, cute.
And then I'm assuming you direct the third one to the devil.
Yeah, but they haven't been hit that much, so I am gonna make any hits to them non-lethal, and I would like for Callan to do the same. Callan, can we not kill him?
Callan, take his fucking life in the street.
Callan, can we not kill him?
Do it right now. I'm
Okay, so
psychically
that's-
transferring my rage to you across space and time.
No stunning strike or anything?
No.
Okay. So it is unstunned.
Listen to this.
It is actually going to use its action. The devil is seeing its thrall get just punched to death. Is going to action disengage and fly up into the sky, and start flying away.
Y'all are fucked.
What do you do?
He's just trying to fly.
Fly away. Yep, disengaged and everything.
How far does he get?
Flight speed of 60.
Okay. What's the situation that we're working with? Like, what kind of area are we in? Is it tight? Is it
I mean, I
wide?
think you guys were kind of trying to sneak from like one alleyway to another, but in the like going to confront them, you guys are on like the side of a building kind of overlooking a street. Which there's not a whole lot of people out and about right now. So there's not anybody that you immediately see.
So this is up to you, okay? Because you're the DM here. I would like to look cool and possibly have Callan fall in love with me, if at all possible.
Okay.
But is it possible to like parkour up the wall and grab the devil by its foot and yank the bitch back down to the ground with me?
It's gonna be a pretty high acrobatics check, to do all of that.
I expect it.
That is a intense move.
Yeah, it is.
So go ahead and
That's
roll
okay.
acrobatics for me.
Can I have advantage because I'm pretty?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't work like that.
Well,
Holy shit.
20.
God damn. So you do parkour up the building with ease. You reach out and you grab at the devil. You manage to like hold on for quite a while, and you're trying to pull them back down. But unfortunately, it's not enough to like use your own force to like drag them back. Like their wings are quite powerful, and but you do manage to like hold on for it, and it looks like you guys are going back and forth trying to get them, but they let out a long whistle, and you hear other footsteps approaching.
11 more.
Right.
We can take them,
and-
Callan. We can
No,
take-
Callan is like looks to you at this point, and it's like, we need to fucking go.
Yeah, we do. Fine. I release.
Yeah, you release. He like grabs your arm and is just like sprinting away, which you're much faster than him because you're a monk. But he is keen to get the fuck out of Dodge after all of that. What the fuck was that? Actually, I don't want to chase. No, I think with Callan's knowledge of the city specifically, you guys would be able to evade and outrun the devils for like as fast as you guys are, between you and the rogue who can like run, dash, and like bonus action dash. And I will say you guys end up like over here, out of breath, panting. He turns to you. What the fuck was that?
Like, in what sense? I'm sorry.
You punched.
I thought
We did try to talk our way out of that. We could have talked our way out of that.
I'm not good at talking, Callan. I have to be so completely honest with you.
He just sighs and like puts his head in his hands, like rubbing at his temples. Okay, this may not be.
We're gonna restore magic one day.
Okay. Back on task. He, like, it's like there's just like a crease in his brow now. Okay. We should at least try and figure out where they're taking people. We can hopefully not get discovered or fight if we are discovered and punch first and ask questions later. Because we could have gotten information from them, but it's fine. It's fine.
That's why I was trying to get it back. I'm sorry.
Let's stake out here and just wait and see. If they're leaving the city, we're close enough, we'll have eyes on the main road out of the gates out of the city. We just need to keep our eyes peeled for anything out of the ordinary. And if there is, then we tail them.
Okay.
Right. So just over the course of your guys' reconnaissance, while the other groups are doing their things, go ahead and make a perception check for me. I'll make one for Callan as well.
Okay. Hold on.
You rolled a 12.
We are out in the open, right?
You guys are like, kind of, you're not out in the open, like you're like able to kind of like take like cover behind some like boxes and stuff on the street. So you're not like out in the open.
Just making sure we're not like in a cave or in a building or anything.
No.
Because I now have advantage on perception checks.
Nah, you guys are, for the purposes of that, you would not. 20, okay. Yeah, about an hour passes, and you do see, a small group, exiting the city gates. You actually catch them before Callan does.
Then yeah, I pointed out.
He'll look over. He was watching like a different part of the road, and he looks over. Right. I think that's what we're looking for. We should trail far behind them, but close enough that we don't lose them. If they're heading to the docks, they'll be headed to the church east of town. And Callan continues. Can you see anything that they're like carrying? Anything they might be transporting, or what might give them away? And you do actually see, one of them has like what could be just like a really large rice sack over their shoulder.
That just doesn't feel correct. But yeah, I do point out the quote-unquote rice sack over the person's shoulder.
Right. I think Balgrim was onto something then. And so for this, go ahead and make a stealth check. I think either an advantage or separately. Do you want to give Callan advantage, or do you want him to give you advantage? Or do you want to roll separate?
He's the rogue. I'm gonna give him advantage.
Okay, pretty good. This time Callan takes the lead in the reconnaissance. And you guys are able to evade any kind of notice. You guys follow for quite a while. I think probably for about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes. And you do see they take a break. They sling the bag off of their shoulders. You can see one of them is a bit more like broad-shouldered, has wings, just like sloughs it on the ground. And you can hear, or you can't really hear, like, you guys are too far away to hear any kind of conversation happening between them, but you do see a short exchange between them. You see the shorter one go and like look in the bag, which you do see the bag wiggle. You are close enough to see that a bag is wiggling in unusual and strange ways. Not in like able to free themselves, but like almost like a worm motion.
Well, there's definitely not rice in there.
No, there's not. Calton kind of gets a look around. I think they might be headed to the docks, which would put Goldworm's assessment kind of on par. We can follow them, continue to follow them, or head back. I would prefer to meet with the others and report in that we do have confirmation that they're transporting bodies.
Do we not want to save the possible person in the bag? We're here right now.
I don't feel like we're equipped to handle the two of them on their own. Look, we got lucky with that other one. This one looks big. And you can see he like points out, and one of them has on their the larger one on its back has a big long sword, kind of like the one that you fought in the brothel that beat the shit out of Avon.
Fine. Let's find the others.
Right. The two of you head back into town. And I'll move it to the next group as you guys come back. I believe it was
Hello.
Cassidy. Cassidy and Sabine. Yeah, you guys head through the streets. It's
Yeah.
It's quiet. There's not a lot of people out and about at this hour. Well, not at this hour, but in these
What time is it?
circumstances. It's about 10 o'clock.
At night?
Yes. You guys have not long rested.
Okay, alright. I think Cassie's gonna be walking away from the group with Sabine. She's gonna pause for a second, she's gonna look at Sabine and just... Sabine, how old are you?
18. Why?
You've never drunk before, have you?
I mean, a couple times when we were on the road.
I think I have an idea for us to be spreading some news, maybe.
Sure. Yeah. What are you thinking? Wait, not just like getting drunk, but...
No, but in times of stress, a lot of times people tend to go towards places that they can forget their woes and worries. And that's usually a place where alcohol is served. So, here's what I propose we get to do. Why don't we go on a pub crawl? And I will say, you are allowed one drink that I will pay for.
Her eyes go
You gotta
wide.
choose wisely. You have to choose wisely. Though, it's one. I want to make sure it counts.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, so are we supposed to be spreading, like, word about you know what?
Yes. Like I said, the places where people's tongues are loosest and word tends to spread the most and people gather tends to be in places of alcohol. And especially when everybody's stressed out of their minds, that's usually where most folks go. If they're already stressed and looking for something that might be able to confirm things they already believe, then all the more they might be listening for stuff like this.
Right, okay. Then let's go to the tavern. She like
Of
gives like a
course.
she like nudges and like gives like a conspiratorial wink.
Of course, and I think this will be mighty fine fun. And yeah, no, I mean, you don't have to roleplay if you don't want it. Just because I mean, Cassidy is full on doing a bar crawl.
Yeah.
With Bean. She will get her one drink at any of the bars, but
Amazing.
one. So she's like, you've got to make it your choice.
Mhm.
But as she's going through, I do think her thing. She wants to get people listening. She definitely is going to be, I think, buying people drinks. She's willing to spend money on this, but she will be spreading like the. Have you heard? I heard there was a whole thing going on down at what is it? The Crimson Scarf, was that it?
The ruby scarf, yeah.
The Ruby Scarf. She's like, I heard there was a whole conniption down at the Ruby Scarf. One of those professionals at the Baroness brought in ended up one of those girls, all because they said no. It was awful. Like things like that. Like
Yeah.
she's feeding into, like she's liquoring people up. She's setting a good mood, but she's also spreading the. I heard that's going. And I heard all those folks who suddenly were disappearing. Isn't it kind of weird that all of a sudden these devil folks are coming in here, and it just seems everything's getting worse. Like those sort of things. Like she is spreading it everywhere she goes, and it's going from bar to bar to bar.
Amazing. Okay. Go ahead and for the first bar, make me a charisma check.
All right, let's see. Can I do persuasion?
Or yeah, persuasion makes more sense.
All right. Okay, let's see. 23.
23, holy shit. Yeah, for just like establishing like some rumor mongering, some hushed whispers throughout the tavern, you definitely succeed. And by the time you guys wrap up that first round of drinks, you can hear other like folks have like gasped and like are also talking in hushed whispers like, can you believe they killed that girl? Like, mission successful.
All right, mission successful. On to the next bar.
All right. As you head up the next bar, make me another persuasion check. I'm gonna make
Here we
it.
go. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm gonna make a Constitution check for Sabine.
She already did her thing.
Oh no, she has the second one. How she's
One
feeling.
drink of her choice.
Well, no, is she buying her own booze? Because Cassidy's only buying her one drink.
Yeah, no, she
Yes,
gets
I
like
guess.
one drink at the first bar,
Oh,
and then like
fuck.
at the second one, when she's getting her second, when the second drink is when I'm like gonna roll to see how much it's affecting her.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because Cassie said she won out of all of them. She's not buying her one at each.
Oh,
One
one
out of
out.
all.
Okay. Yeah.
So she said, you like look at the menu, pick wisely. If you see something that you like, that's what you get. But that is it.
Okay.
Like, I'm
No,
not
then I
buying
think
every
she wouldn't get
Buy you
a
an
drink.
actual drink.
She wouldn't get a drink at the first
Sabine
one.
got one paid for Borg.
She, I think, is gonna get like the equivalent of like, just like a cocktail at the second one. Nothing super fancy, but just like
Okay.
something nice, something not beer or wine, nothing too bitter.
All right. Let's see. For a second one. Not bad.
18, not bad. Yeah, you don't notice like quite as enthusiastic whispers. There are a couple people who seem kind of like unsure. Like that's a strange thing to say. That's like so soon. But you do, for the most part, also hear some conspiratorial oh, can you believe?
I mean,
like
even confusion.
oh
is
yeah,
good.
confusion too. Of just what's even happening? I thought the Baroness was doing something. What do you mean? What happened? But yeah, second venture also pretty successful.
All right.
Make one
On
for
to the next.
the third bar as you're approaching. It's probably been about an hour at this point. But yeah, go ahead and make your last check there.
All right. Let's see how that goes. All right, 24.
Holy shit, 24. Okay. Yeah. Again, very successful in this bar. And yeah, people again starting to whisper, "Oh, can you believe the Baroness didn't get what kind of mess is she let in this city?" Very much, and word. You actually see some people get up and leave the bar, they're like, "Oh shit, I need to go." They're gonna go check on things. Supposedly they leave in somewhat of a rush.
Yeah.
After
If
hearing
it's
that.
if it's possible, just because she would want to spread it around, I imagine she bar-wise, focus group of where she's kind of moving around. She'll get bottom, but she also wants to get the second tier of she's not gonna go to the top where the Baroness is.
I was just gonna
top of
say I was gonna have this one actually, I think, be the second tier of the
Yeah.
city, which would be the harder crowd to convince. But you managed to very successfully. Not everybody in the crowd is persuaded. Not everybody in the crowd, I think, you see completely buys into it, but there are definitely some people that are seem concerned, confused. Their attention has been raised, and then yeah, a couple at the end do kind of leave in a rush.
I mean, hey, that's how it starts. It's a little rolling ball. So yeah, no, that's Cassidy's. She would continue that until it's getting to okay, we're starting to get on to late, and people are starting to go home or be passed out in the bar.
Yeah, it's
and then
probably
she's
about
back.
11:30 by the time you guys start heading back to the hideout to meet back up with the others. Yeah, I think with one drink, Sabine does not. I mean, enough time has passed too that she would get it at the second bar, and then have enough time pass in between that she's not buzzed or drunk or anything.
Was it everything you could have hoped for and more?
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Just remember, drink responsibly, and if you're ever going somewhere, you want the other person to be much more drunk than you are.
Yeah.
Keep it in mind.
Can I ask you a question though?
Well, of course.
You were so good at talking to those people. They really, they hung on your every word. How did you do that?
What, talk to folks inside the bars?
Well, talk to it in such a way that they just believed you so wholeheartedly. In some cases, some people seemed really, really concerned.
What is the way that you spell it, Sabine? You gotta understand, darling. When you tell a story, or when you tell a rumor and get things going, a lot of people are already looking for something interesting. And right now, inside of this city, devils inside the walls, running around, running amok. There's already a lot of suspicion going on around them. So all I really need to do was press on that little nerve they had, pique their interest, tell a little bit more, have the concern. A woman turned up dead, and it's already the first day, and all those people who were missing. I mean, already people were concerned about that. But now there's devils in the city? Isn't that kind of a coincidence? It's playing to your audience. It's finding what they already are intrigued by and bouncing off of that. A little bit of embellishment, a little bit of how you tell it. Get them reeled in with the prospect of a story or something else, and, well, their imaginations write the rest. If I gave them word for word of everything that happened, I mean, they'd be informed, but maybe not as intrigued. They're talking about a girl who suddenly turned up dead. All because she said no? Those minds go a little wild for that.
Yeah. I think I follow. I'm gonna have to practice that sometime. Anyway, we should go back and meet with the others. Thank you for the drink, by the way. It was really good.
Of course. Just keep it in mind. You really want to be a good little storyteller, then I tell you this, have confidence, even if you're selling bullshit. Play into it, commit to the bit. It goes a long way.
Yeah, I probably need a little bit more of that, but
Yeah,
I'll
you'll
work on
find
it.
it.
I'll work on it.
You'll find it eventually. Everybody starts from somewhere.
You guys make your way back to the hideout. Next on the list, Shivers. And Shivers and Balgrim.
Shivers and Balgrim.
Let's-
I'm keeping this guy. He's coming with us. I'm keeping this guy. This is my new best friend. This is my new brother.
Yeah, no, he's pretty quiet. He's very business forward. As you guys head out into the city, I think after a minute he would like look over to you though, like, you said your friends were missing?
The moment he asks the question, you can tell in the way that Shivers turns that it's like, I've been searching for the opportunity to say all this, and you're about to receive so much more than you ever asked for. It's Mr. Balgrim, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna level with you, Mr. Balgrim.
Alright.
Earlier today, when we rolled into the city, okay, my family was taken by the jackals, given to those people, and taken. From what I just learned from you, to go be turned into fucking demon shields for people, okay? And this is on top of the fact that, one, just ran out of my medication just a few days ago. Two, I don't know anything about being in a city. I don't know how to spread rumors. I don't know where to go, and I don't know what to do.
He takes just like a deep breath and like exhales and just like reaches a hand up and claps your shoulder. That's a lot.
I was gonna say, could he even do that? But I'm only 5'7". He can definitely do that.
Yeah, and he's not like halfling height or anything.
Dwarves are like, I think they could reach like 4 or something.
Yeah, I think he's probably like 4'2".
4 or early 5s.
Yeah.
Wow, bruh.
4'2", I'll say.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
I love him so much.
he claps you on the shoulder. That is a lot. And rather, oof, that's a lot. I don't know about everything, but if it's medication you need, you might chat with Patch back there. They're pretty handy with medicine and healing and all that. So I wouldn't worry on that front. But as for your friends, I wish I could offer more help, but if they've been taken by this group, then... I mean, what you said is partially true. They will... That's where they're headed, but something tells me that you folks are planning to move in on that real soon.
Oh, every single one of them is dead.
Good. It's not just your friends that have been taken too, it's just people in the city that happen to have upset the jackals. Regular people who didn't do anything wrong. Monsters like that don't see people as people, they just see them as stepping stones to keep them safe, to get work done. They're just parts in a moving machine.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty easy to piss a jackal off.
God, you have no idea. Well, maybe you do have an idea.
Was one for a good few years.
Shit. Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Good you got out of there.
I like to imagine that Shivers goes, one of the best ones. It says it with almost pride, and then he's like, wait a minute. This is nothing to be prideful about. It's very written on his expression. Never mind that.
It's alright, lad. I think you seem to be figuring some things out, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Every day.
And from what you just told me, that sounds like a lot to process.
You know, it's a challenge. Really is. Doesn't help when I've got bastards breathing down my neck all the time.
You the bastards aplenty in this city. But I think, well, because you said you're not really sure where to go. But I
I've
think
only been to one place so far. Well, I mean, I've been to 3 places so far, but unless you want to go walk in the Baroness's office, or you feel like visiting some prostitutes, then that only leaves one place.
he looks like he's considering the second option for a moment. No, we have business to do.
They're not in any mood, my man, believe me.
And he has no clue about any of that. He doesn't even, like, I don't know if you guys told him that a girl had been murdered. He doesn't
you
know.
did not.
So he doesn't know where the, like,
We
suggestion
did?
comes from. He's just
Never
like,
mind. I was gonna say, we did talk about the girl being murdered, but he literally was not there for that part of the conversation.
no, there's a bit of a hangout spot I could take you to meet some of my old miner friends. I think it would be important to talk to them. Well, I used to be a miner. Somewhat fell out of it in recent times. I picked up more work with the Viridian Society in light of some shit going on at the mine. But I still have a lot of friends there. The jackals have constantly breathed down our necks over there. Practically dictate where we piss in that place. They're basically our managers. They decide what we mine, when we mine, and how much.
Shivers puts his hand on Balgrim's shoulder and is like, oh, I know, trust me. If it's a mine and the jackals run it, bad toe to tip.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll take you to come meet some of my miner friends.
This was honestly the craziest part. Is that this was the single plan that I did have. I was like, if nothing else, maybe the people Avon spoke to earlier are still in the water.
They're not at the watering hole. He does take you to like not like a hangout spot, but like it is next to the brothel. It's just like a bunkhouse. It's like right across from the Miners Guild.
Balgrim's bunkhouse, they call it.
It's not called Balgrim's bunkhouse.
In college, they called him Ballsack, and then he made them stop when they all turned like 25.
Fuck.
I've been waiting to call him Ballsack for like an hour. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad you could get it out of your system.
I'm so sorry.
But no, he takes you over to the bunkhouse. And you see a number of individuals that are just like staying there temporarily. They maybe like live a little bit out of the city and come in to like specifically work at the mine, or just like on break from working at the mine. And Balgrim walks in and like gives a nod, and we'll start like waving people over. You can see a lot of the people in this building are kind of like hunkered down a little bit and like talking in like hushed whispers and kind of like tight-knit groups. A couple of them are asleep, but not as many as you would think for this hour. And they all kind of gather around as Balgrim actually I think would look to you to see if there was anything you wanted to speak up first before he
Yeah.
goes.
Actually, when everybody's gathered around, Shivers would just go, "Good evening. I'm Shivers. This is Balgrim. Pretty sure you knew that already. Mr. Balgrim was just telling me on the way over here that the jackals are giving you a bit of a experience in your mind. Am I right?"
Throughout the crowd, there's a number of like nods and like groans of like, God, do they fucking ever?
You know, it's so funny. Know a guy who worked in a jackal mine once. Know him currently, crazy as it sounds. I had to go to that mine to do a bit of work. When we got there, you know what they were doing?
There's a
They
few.
were mining up crazy from the ground.
It's like
Stuff you've never
whispers.
seen before. They were mining up oozes, crazy things that could look like other people. People were losing their minds.
There's
It was
gasps.
awful.
Like audible
No.
gasps throughout the crowd.
Now, this was just an innocent mine before. And then, there you go. Jackals come in, take it over, make people work down there and all that mess. And this one, even worse. All the stories you hear walking around, I've only been here for a day. Haven't made 5 feet of walking before I hear about how someone's gone insane.
See, one individual steps forward. It's not just one person. It's several. And it keeps happening and they haven't done shit about it.
They haven't done. You know why? Because they don't care. If I could just make a suggestion. What happens in here safe in here, yeah?
Balgrim nods.
The Baroness wants you to work the mine, right? Get mess out the mine. The jackals also want you to work the mine. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we've had a couple new people walk into town recently. And the best part is, they also just want you to work in the mine. Why? Probably money. That tends to be. I feel like I've learned it's all about money, really. But your grand reward for that is that these people, these black armored devil people, are rounding up folk like you in the street, innocent, hard-working folk, and stealing you, taking you right away. And I know why. Because my same friend that worked in a mine, it just happened to.
There's gasps throughout the crowd and like several like not so hushed like can't just get away with this. What's happening?
Now, of course, like I said, we sorted out the first mine, and honestly, part of the reason we came up here was to sort out your mine too. Now, of course, the Shivers literally reaches into his pocket and pulls out the dictionary he picked up in Barrett's
Oh my god!
and scrolls all the way very patiently until he finds the word he's looking for. The indiscriminately kidnapping people, okay, sort of put a pin in that for now. So here's what I need you all to do. Go home. Stay safe. Tell your wives and your husbands and your kids not to go out. Tell them to tell their friends not to go out. If you see one of those black armored devils, you run for your fucking life.
There's like some nods of affirmation around, like, to each other or throughout the crowd. Someone from the crowd calls out, we can do that.
Good. And then, we'll get everyone back and then we'll sort out your mine.
Bulgrim, I think, has just been, like, kind of, like, arms crossed, like, nodding, like, very, like, approvingly throughout your speech, and adds at the end, and if nobody goes into the mine tomorrow, they can't punish all of us. We don't go in until those devils are gone. Understood? More nods throughout the crowd. He claps you on the shoulder again. I believe this man said all I could have said to you all. Stay safe. You see
Stay safe, everyone.
Several people immediately start, like, leaving. Not rush, like, out, like, in a hurried, like mass of people just, like, trying to all rush for the door, but just, like, definitely some, quickened steps to try and, get to safety. To somewhere safer than...
There is I won't lie, there is a mild amount of panic to what I just said.
Yeah, some of them definitely look more panicked than others. But before too long, it is just you and Bulgrim in the room.
Was that good?
I'd say so. Was all that true? That shit you said? About the other mine?
Mostly bits and pieces. I left most of the worst mess out.
That's probably for the best.
But yeah, we did go to a mine.
Well, be damned.
And it was wonderful. It was an awful experience, but it was really nice. I told you, my family got taken. Met one of them there. It was it was lovely. Anyway, we should get back to that patch fella, yeah?
Yeah, let's go see about your medication.
I'm gonna explode.
He like stops and gives like a really concerned look as you say explode, and like he's trying to gauge like.
I'm not gonna actually explode. It's drugs, mate. Come on.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? That makes so much more sense. And he's like following you.
I'm so tired of saying it, mate.
I get it. Yeah, he'll lead you back to the tunnels where you guys can just like go. Well, actually, probably Balgrim would go through the tunnels to just avoid the devils.
Even Shivers knows I'm never entering. I'm never ever entering Patch's clinic through the front door until this is sorted out.
Fair.
So yeah, it's back in the tunnels.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys are able to go back to the clinic where Patch is working on looks like mixing up some kind of medicine, and turns as you enter. Oh, hi. You're back, really? Is everything okay?
Yeah, it was just pretty fast. Didn't have to go that far, really. Listen, serious question.
Mm-hmm.
And Shivers will pull out, like, I imagine he still has the medicine pouch, I guess. And, they were nice bottles, so I imagine he would just throw them away. Okay. Patch, was it?
Yep.
We haven't been formally introduced, I'm Shivers.
It's nice to meet you.
Okay. So all of these little things, these little glass things, yeah?
Yes.
They used to have cane in them. Little tiny amounts of cane, like a thimbleful.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh. For recovery? He's like looking, okay.
Yeah.
He nods, looks a little bit more relieved. Good. How long have you been without?
In my head, it's been, like, how long did it take us to get here? I had a month's supply.
It's been about a month. So maybe just like a day or so, at most.
Okay. We're coming up on a full day. I'd love to be very prideful, but I'm not gonna lie. Not feeling too great.
Stay right there. I'll get something mixed up for you. And if you come back, I suppose in the morning, then I can have a more of a supply for you. But for emergency sake, stay right there. And he like points at, or they point at Bulgrim. You please watch him for me. I'll be a few moments. And Patch goes into the
I really
supplies.
like Patch. This is the moment. I don't think I said it last session, but I really like Patch.
And yeah, we can go ahead and the rest of your time is the time passes about the same amount of time as the others, and Patch brings out a little vial for you. Here, this should last you through the night to kind of carry over today, and then like I said, come back tomorrow and I can have more for you.
Thank you.
And
How much?
What do you mean?
Money.
I'm not
pay money for
I'm
things,
not
right?
charging you, but you're doing work for the city, kid. No, take it.
Okay. Thank you.
They nod and they go back to work. The Crookstone Fruity Society has socialized medicine.
Has what?
Socialized medicine. Jeff just
Hell
made
yeah.
the joke.
Just kick it. I see.
And yeah,
I mean, so
well,
did Baron Sands, at least when it's fucking Maisie. She also gave me this shit for
mhm.
free. I've
Um,
received more drugs for free since almost dying to them than I've received since before I did. Anyway.
yeah, it's almost
again.
like trying to like recover from being an addict is like people are trying to
Fucking
encourage that
crazy.
rather than
Fucking
encourage
crazy.
like
It's almost
abuse
like
of it,
people have spirit inside of their bodies.
right? Crazy. But yes, that wraps up that section of Comrade Pilgrim.
Hell yeah. Hell
And the new
You're
miners'
so
strike
great.
that's happening. And I believe that brings us to that does bring us to Ciaran and Avon as you guys head up the elevators to the upper city. In a city that is far too quiet. Quieter than it usually is, than both of you, I think, have experienced it in the past.
Do you really trust this guy?
Enough that I think I have to try.
Fair enough. Want to approach the Baroness's mansion and ask for a private word with him, because I don't know where else he might be. Because do you guys, is there like a place for your order that he might be that isn't there?
Avon, go ahead and make it not a very high DC at all. History check.
You say it's not very high.
No, that's hot. See, that makes it.
I was waiting for one less digit on there. Okay.
That's all right. Avon, you knew about the temple, but you have remembered other members talking about their visits to Crookstone when they had stayed at the inn, or they had stayed specifically with the temple. That the temple had space for members of the order. The Temple of Zipfus does. And that if somebody were to be visiting who was like higher rank, they would likely be staying at the temple rather than just going to an inn.
Gotcha. Well, if he is not still meeting with the Baroness, then going to the temple might be the best idea. They would typically house him or anyone else. So 2 places to look. I think maybe we should start with the Baroness's house then. You said you might have business there as well.
Her shadow pretty obviously did not trust me, and I just want to put my face in there again and see if that person is still there, and if they know thieves can't get a message to them while you're talking to the Baroness. It's risky, but I want to know why they were looking at me specifically.
Yeah, I had noticed that there was some attention on you. I'm not planning to go all the way to the Baroness. I was just going to talk to her attendant, but we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I'll take a quick look around, and if we get separated, I'll meet you at your temple. Absolute worst case scenario.
Well, I'm not really planning to leave her manor, like, without you, so I'll meet you outside, honestly.
Okay, that works too.
Right. So you guys make your way to the mansion. And you recognize the lush gardens, the opulent walls and columns, and the proud statue up front. And yeah, you guys go up. It's not usually like open, but like you guys can like knock if you want, or there is like a knocker on the door.
Ciaran will shrug and reach for the knocker.
Yeah. It's very like thick, heavy thuds. And after a few moments, you do notice the attendant comes out and opens the door. Oh, you're two from earlier. Can I help the two of you?
My apologies for our presence at such a late hour, but is the night captain Rodon still here?
The night captain, I believe he said he was staying the night in the city, and then he was going to head back to the temple the next morning. He's not still in the mansion, if that's...
Yes, that was it, thank you. So look to Ciaran because we weren't invited inside, so what's the plan?
He'll just make a motion, like just go with it.
Oh, thank you. We were just trying to find him.
Oh, do you know where in the city he's staying, if not at the temple?
I'm pretty sure it's at the temple.
Oh, I thought you said he was heading back. Oh, he's heading back to his temple tomorrow.
Yes.
I misunderstood.
His temple in the morning. The one outside town.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And the door shuts.
Alright. Can you give me a quick layout of this place, Sydney? You said
Yes.
there were columns and like trees and stuff like that.
Yes. So the front yard, where you guys are, there's several shrubs lined up against the walls of the estate. You guys are currently like on a porch. The steps like go out into the courtyard where the statue is, where there are several like flowers that have been planted. There's a lot of like greenery and shrubbery, like for your eyes, Ciaran, you would notice places to hide. And
That's
places
what
to
I'm-
remain
yeah.
hidden.
Listen, Avon. It's going to look very suspicious if you're just waiting out here by yourself. Can you give me directions to the temple from here?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I don't like the idea of splitting up with everything going on, but I get the point. And would she know where this temple is, or would she at least be able to describe it to Ciaran?
Avon would know and be able to describe it.
Okay.
imagine it's not too far. I'm gonna say it's about here.
Where? I didn't see it.
Or
Okay, cool.
right
I
there.
got you.
Yeah, so she'll describe that to Ciaran.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you would be able to find it, Ciaran.
Cool. With that, Ciaran is going to do his best to make himself a ghost.
Interesting.
And sneak around the side of the building that's closest to the outer wall.
Okay. And Avon, you head to the temple, I suppose?
Yeah, I guess we're splitting up again.
Splitting up again! Excellent. Ciaran, make
We
us...
just get we get a comedic no music hard cut back to when he said, "Yeah, we shouldn't go in groups because it's probably pretty dangerous out there with the
20
devils."
minutes to go, in the middle of someone else's sequence, I was like, man, we really should have split these groups up better so we had like the impulse control people, and then this happened.
And then this...
Well, I expected to at least get in the building.
Why?
I expected to at least get in the building before I snuck off.
It's like 10 o'clock at night.
It's like
This is
10:30 at this point.
Anyway, I'm gonna just roll these in roll 20 just to make it easier so
Yeah.
everybody can see them. That's a natural 20.
That is a natural
because I have
20.
advantage when I'm moving and sneaking.
I'm just gonna... something. Oh wait, that's the wrong roll. I didn't mean to roll that.
You can still look at the natural roll and add the right modifier if it was good.
Okay.
If you're beating a 31, then I'm just
Huh.
dead. I'll start rolling a new character.
There is no beating a 31 with this person, I realize. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception. Don't have advantage on this one, so it's just a 12.
You don't really notice anything.
Alright, he's gonna look for, he's gonna look for a tree to climb that he might be able to use to get into a second story window.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you can find a tree.
Alright, cool.
I need an acrobatics though to get into the second story window.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a 9. I think he's not getting up. I think he has to go in through the first floor.
Yep.
Ciaran realizes he's not 20 anymore. It's hard to climb a tree.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly it. He goes to climb the tree and just immediately was like, "Oh,
Fuck.
my knee. Oh, that hurt."
Holy shit.
So he'll look for a window. Again, he's mainly sticking to like this back corner of the building over here.
Mhm.
And is going to look to see if any of the windows are unlocked first before he goes about trying to pick a lock.
You do notice that they are locked.
Alright, he's going to see if he can pick a lock from the outside. If not, we'll get super creative.
Make thieves tools.
Cool. Thieves tools.
Yeah, you get the window open.
Cool.
You go inside?
He's gonna make another quick look around to make sure he's unseen and then sneak inside.
Alright. You sneak in through the window. And I will say that you are in the kitchens. I'll say you're in the kitchens. It's quiet, it's dark. There's nobody in at the moment.
He's gonna do his best to orientate himself from where he is now to where the Duchess's offices were, and hopefully using servants' quarters, make his way in that or servants' hallways, make his way in that general direction.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and make another stealth check for me, because you're heading to the hallways.
You got it. It's a 26.
Okay. Gotcha. So, yeah, you head through the hallways. You kind of remember the layout of the estate well enough that you're able to find your way around. And you are walking through, and you happen to one of the planks just makes the barest, faintest little beep as you put your boot down, and you immediately feel a blade at your throat.
He thinks for a second to go for his blade, and then just puts his hands where both are completely visible. This isn't the way to the bathroom, then.
No, it isn't. What are
They're
you?
behind me, in
They're
front of
behind
me.
You can't see them. You can just hear them.
And the blade's pointed to the back of his neck.
The blade has come around, so it's pressed up against his neck.
Okay,
Like,
pressed
from the
against his side. Kind of like where his tattoo is.
Mm-hmm. You have 30 seconds to explain what you're doing in here.
Looking for someone.
Who?
There's a certain shadow that haunts the halls that I'd like a word with.
And what gave you any indication that Shadow wishes to speak with you?
Don't know that they would. Why I wanted to see.
And I think you need to leave.
Am I talking to my shadow right now?
Silence.
If I put my arms down, are you going to cut my throat?
Silence again.
He's gonna slowly lower his arms.
His throat isn't cut.
Hmm?
His throat isn't cut.
Okay, that's good.
Ciaran fucking dies.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past somebody like this.
Fucked around, found out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been working for the Duchess? Baroness, excuse me.
Long enough.
She good to you?
Better than you ever fucking were.
I've missed you.
I should
Every
cut your
day.
throat right now.
You should. But before you do, I just wanted to tell you what your boss has been doing. There's a girl from our side of town dead on the floor of a brothel for saying no. There's men and women going crazy for trying to feed their families. I hear now that there's people going missing in the streets down where we used to live. Right around the corner from our house. To be taken to die for devils. Those are the private investigators your woman has brought into the town.
So what, you're just now deciding to be some fucking hero?
Trying to be better than I was.
Fat load of pig shit. Get out of here.
He's gonna turn around quickly. Listen.
Yeah, as you turn around very quickly, you do get a glimpse of her face. And it is a grown version of the little girl that you knew as your daughter. I'll put the picture in chat.
I'm so curious as to what she looks like.
You see short blonde hair, short pointed ears, the same She looks
Oh,
back,
she's so pretty.
and all you see is your late wife. Her features are very reminiscent of her, down to the eyes. The eyes actually are the only exception. They look a whole lot like yours. She's got several piercings. She's still got like a dark cloak around her shoulders, and she's just seething. You don't have any like reference for how like well, no, forget what I erase that first part of the sentence. My brain is scrambling. It looks a whole lot like your late wife, but in a way, her face is twisted in such pain and such frustration and anger that it is almost unrecognizable. You turn around and she immediately like presses the blade up against your throat again. I said, "Fucking leave."
No. But what happened to your mother was not my fault. Everything after.
Was your
I'm
fault.
sorry. I can never repay you. I can never fix that. I am so sorry, Ciaran.
Leave. Just get the fuck out of here. I don't want to fucking see you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear any of it, any of your excuses.
There are no excuses. I needed to see your face.
The blade presses like closer, like she's like like it might actually like pierce for a moment.
You're gonna cut me down. Cut me down. I just wanted to tell you that this is the woman you're serving. I understand if she was good to you, you hold loyalty to her.
You don't understand shit. Don't make any assumptions.
Can I make an insight check?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Is there anything to first of all, I'm actually going to use my inspiration for doing the recap to try to beat that 14. I'm not
Okay.
going to take the 20 because that feels a little cheap, but I do want to
roll again.
because I have a +9. No.
So the 14.
Yeah.
God
just,
said no.
Is there anything to her face about when he says like he understands that she has loyalty to the Baroness that would indicate otherwise?
No, nothing that it would indicate she doesn't have loyalty to the Baroness. You just get an overwhelming sense of hurt and anger.
Yeah, she deserves it. She's earned it.
Just Ciaran?
My friends are just trying to do good. If you change your mind about her, seek them out.
Get out of my sight before I report you to the guards.
He goes to like he starts to go to like reach for her face, but then just walks away.
Yeah, she takes a step back as you reach for her.
No, he doesn't even get that far.
Oh, yeah.
Like he like his hand shifts, but not obviously towards the blade. But then he stops himself, tosses his hood up, and goes back the way he came.
Right. And as you head out, Ciaran, I'll zoom the camera over to Avon. You make your way to the temple of
You encounter 7 devils alone in the street.
Oh,
No, both of you assume the devils are on this tier. They don't come to the upper city. Why would they do that?
Wow.
I'm not
Never
gonna
mind.
re-roll.
That's not a racism thing. That's that they're kidnapping poor people thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a classism thing.
It's a classism thing.
I had to get it in my head. We're fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Avon, you head to the temple. Which, quick question, would Avon have ever been to this temple before?
I feel like she probably has because she has been to the city, even if just briefly. So I think she's probably been here before.
Yeah. Then you would recognize the torch sconces on the either side of the doors. It's a beautiful building, and you know that the doors are open. You don't need to knock. The doors of the temple are always open, to this temple specifically, and it's very richly decorated. Um, there are beautiful works of art on the wall. There are sculptures lining the walls where the pews kind of go up the front of the up through the building. At the very front, there's an altar. There's no sermon currently going on, but there are a few people in the pews, kind of kneeled, their heads bowed in prayer. You can see some people have made like offerings by some of the statues. And you can see candles lit just on every like corner, every like column by each of the statues, by the art. It's illuminated by this soft orange candlelight. And yeah, you do see there's a priest towards the altar, seems to be doing just some general maintenance, cleaning up. Got some books in his hand, I think. But yeah.
And she doesn't see Erdon around among people that are in the area, right?
No, you don't see Erdon in the like people that are at the pews. You know, usually that like people that are staying with the temple will usually, like, there's a second floor above that's kind of like more of a living area where the priest stays and where they have extra rooms for the other clergy should they need a place to stay.
And I think she would she know, is it like, would it be acceptable for her just to go ahead and go up to find him, or to stop and ask? Like, what would be the general?
I mean, if you walk up to the altar, the main priest there will like bow his head and like offer greetings to you. Hello, can I help you this evening?
Yes, sorry to intrude. And she probably would have done this when she walked in, but she would have pulled the hood down to be respectful. So it's like, now we also got the full beat up face on display, so that's fun. I'm looking for Knight Captain Erdon. I have something I need to bring to his attention. Is he here?
He is, and not to worry, all are welcome under their gaze, especially, and he like kind of looks to your armor. But if you seek the Knight Captain, he is upstairs. I believe he's not yet been down for the evening, but enjoying a nice cup of evening tea. No, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to go speak with him.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll go find him.
And
she's gonna go find him.
Yeah, you head up the back stairs. There's like a back room area.
His evening tea.
Oh, you are gonna ruin his evening tea so brutally.
Good.
You head upstairs and you see the like you see the modest living quarters, which I will say this is a little bit like more like the living quarters themselves are actually pretty modest. That's not like super over the top like the Baroness's mansion. It is fairly down to earth, pretty much like base necessities. And you see there's like a kitchen area and a table. And the Knight Captain is not currently in his like armor. He's just literally in plain clothes. He generally, like, this is probably the first time Avon has seen him like not in armor, not in any of the like ceremonial stuff. He's just a guy. Like, he's just a regular like blonde elven man enjoying a nice cup of tea.
Viscerally killable man.
And he looks over and looks a little bit surprised as he sees you approach. Good evening. I wasn't aware you were staying here as well.
Ah, I would apologize for the intrusion, but I have important news from the lower city that I thought needed to be brought to your attention.
You can see just now he starts to like see like more in detail like the like injury on your face, and his brow furrows a bit. News from the lower city.
Are you aware of who the Baroness has brought into the city to handle the mines?
No, I assumed it was another mercenary company.
Well, that might be correct, but they're devils, which I would not come crying just based on that alone, but they're assaulting people in businesses down there on the streets, and I've been given accounts that they're taking people out of the city.
He looks confused a moment. I'm sure they must have good reason. I trust that the Baroness wouldn't fire complete and
I
utter
saw the
riffraff.
assault firsthand. They murdered a brothel worker. She wasn't fighting with them or arguing. She wasn't even doing anything. And she tried to walk away from one of them, and they stabbed her to death.
Mr.
He ponders that for a moment. Look, I appreciate that you have a gentle heart, Avon, but
Were we not supposed to protect the people of the city?
we are, but I trust that the Baroness has the entire interests of the city in mind, not just those in the slums. There may be disorder there, but
So it's acceptable that the people in the lower city are being handed off to the Domina Auctoritas because they live in the lower city? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand why this is not our concern.
he blinks at the name drop of the group. A little bit of recognition in his gaze. But he shakes his head. Look, you're part of our order. You know that yes, we do our best to keep people safe, but we also have a higher duty, a calling. If we got caught up in every single little skirmish, every smaller fight, that we wouldn't be able to put anything towards goals or towards what we're working for. We would spread ourselves too thin trying to solve every single little problem in the city, which we just don't have the manpower for.
We're constantly looking for some problem on the horizon. We're going to turn around and find that there's no one left behind us.
I mean,
They're there, and they need us.
what did you say the name of that group was?
Domina Auctoritas. I have been told that they are an Amian group that deal with something that sounds an awful lot like slavery.
You would be correct. We have records of movement along the coast, not recently, but in the past, of a group under that name kidnapping people. Caravans. Bandit groups. Usually, they have never hit a city, to my knowledge. It's usually a smaller splinter group, but you can see he's kind of like mathing it out in his head. I don't understand. The Baroness must have her reasons.
You don't have to take me at my word, but just send someone to the docks outside the city. That's where I'm being told they're taking people. They can't hide that operation overnight. Just send somebody to check. I wouldn't bring this to you if I didn't believe that there was truth to it.
He regards you a moment, kind of searching your face and seeing again the like physical damage done. He does nod. There are a few knights still in the city. I'll get in contact with a couple of them and see if any of them are able to go.
If anyone could just walk around the lower city and let the people down there see that somebody's keeping an eye out for them. They're all afraid down there and they don't think anyone's coming to help them.
Make an insight check. And just as this conversation kind of goes on.
That is my insight.
14? Pretty good. You pick up, just as the conversation continues, you can see what initially started as more of like a stoic, like kind of dismissive attitude. The more you continue, does transition, there's a bit more of like actual like confusion. There's a little bit of like surely that can't be correct. A little bit of disbelief. And you don't think he's come fully around, but he does seem at least pretty earnest in I'll get in contact with somebody and see who's awake and like can go. Yes, there's a couple other knights in the city. They came ahead of me, but I believe they're still in the city. One of them actually is staying at this temple as well. Anna. I don't know if the two of you ever met each other, but when she returns, I believe she would be a little bit more amenable to a situation of this nature.
That's all I can ask is that somebody tries.
This is the situation. Do take care if you find yourself in the lower city. It's not all that inspiring to hear, but he like shakes his head. It's late. I won't keep you if you have other business to attend to.
Thank you for your time, Knight Captain.
He nods, giving you a curious, like, regarding look, just kind of throughout, like, just the like, digesting all of this conversation. And he nods.
He's gonna head back downstairs, because this became designated meeting place, but I do think, you said this is set up kind of like there are pews before the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she's gonna find a section of them that, I mean, I'm sure it's pretty quiet because of the time of night, but she's gonna find a section away from whoever else might still be there at this hour. She's got some stuff to reflect on in the time she's waiting for Ciaran.
Yeah. And after a little bit, Ciaran, you do find your way back to the temple, if that is where you're headed.
Yeah, no, he's not himself, but he also is aware enough that Avon will get nervous if he takes too long. So he'll enter the temple and see her probably kind of like almost in a genuflect praying position and just give her the time she needs and then like find a quiet shadow to wait in before making himself known when she's ready to go.
And how is Ciaran looking? Because I know you were making a comment in the chat. Does he like visibly look upset or got a mask up?
He's got his hood up because he just travels with his hood up, and like he's not in a place in his mind to be respectful enough to take it off while entering a place of service. But he looks like he has seen a ghost. Like he just looks. He's looking at you, but 1,000-yard stare.
Gotcha. So I imagine it probably doesn't take her too long after he walks in, because it's mostly she had wanted to say a prayer for the person earlier and all of that stuff going on, but she does clock Ciaran pretty soon, and we'll get up and go over to him, and it does take a moment, I think, just to take in that like shell-shocked look. Are you alright?
I found the Baroness's shadow.
Yeah.
She was not happy to see me.
Was that what you were expecting, or?
I don't know what I was expecting, but I saw her though. I would have understood if she cut my throat. How'd it go here?
I think probably about as well as I was expecting. We may run into somebody on the way back from the docks, depending on how fast we get there. He's not exactly willing to take my word for it, but he's willing to look into it.
Yeah, neither was she, but I don't think she's going to be looking into it that much.
Well, all we can do is try, right?
Yes.
Alright, well, fun. Let's get back to the others, and unless he looks like it's totally unwelcome, she will pat his shoulder as they head out.
No, so he'll just kind of stand there and take it.
Okay. You guys are all reconvening at the hideout. I think I'll go ahead and end the session there as we all reconvene to save that for the next session. Yeah.
You're